This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé. And you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
It sounds dramatic. I know it does, because we're like, it's the coldest day of the year. It's going to feel like minus 23 today. And imagine on top of that, you don't have to imagine it because it's already happening, we're getting a snowstorm.
I mean, I get, like, when someone told me it's going to be the coldest day of the year, I went, oh my gosh. Then I went, wait, that means the coldest day of the last 2 weeks.
Right.
So not that dramatic. But yeah, when you couple these together, it's like getting punched and slapped in the face.
Yes.
Like, one or the other is enough to deal with. I took Coffee the Pooch out for her walk this morning. I'm actually going to post a video on my Instagram at Gurdeep. Her reaction when, because I take her out to this little dog run at the condo, and I opened the door to get out there, and the snow was piled probably like 8 inches high because it was stacking up against the door. She just stopped. She looked back at me like, bruh, what do you think this is? Like, I didn't have her boots or a jacket on because the morning's a quick pee.
Right.
She looked at me like, yo, what is this?
Yeah.
It's a blizzard. She looked at me and she went, it's a blizzard. I swear she said it. No one heard it.
And she was like, this is a work from home kind of day, which it is, by the way.
Yeah.
If you can avoid being out and about today, I strongly recommend working from home. You know, sometimes like you hear the forecast and it's all dramatic and like snowmageddon and you hear all of that stuff. I will tell you, we all drove in this morning. It was not fun. It was messy.
Not fun. And because of the extreme cold, like the snow is also turning icy in patches because it's so cold. So it's that 1-2 punch, that punch and slap in the face where it's snowing, it's blowing at your car. If you're walking, it's blowing in your face. But then you also so you're kind of doing that squint where you're trying not to look and you're looking down. But then you also got to be careful for like icy sidewalks.
Yeah. So it's windy on top of everything. So that means blowing snow. So whatever we've seen so far, on top of that, you can add another 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. So just imagine shoveling today. It's going to be multiple times that you're going out to shovel.
And if I can get home. I'm going to be very excited to shovel, though.
Well, and that's the thing. We finish at a time where like the roads may not be cleared by like whatever, 9:30 or 10, whenever we're driving home. Yeah, it's really a tough one. If you do have that freedom to work from home, it's probably a card you want to play today.
And if you were planning on traveling, you might want to check your flight because it's probably going to be delayed. On top of the snow, there's like the de-icing. There's all the things that's going to have a little bit of a ripple effect.
Yeah. And as dramatic as we say, like, oh, the coldest, snowiest day of the year, the year's 2 weeks old. When winter's done and this year's done, today may stand up as the coldest, snowiest day of the year. Like minus 23, that's, you know, maybe we'll get a minus 25, maybe we'll get a minus 30 day, but this is a lot of snow and it's very cold. That's the headline.
We'll help you get through it, hopefully with a smile. How about that?
And probably be prepared for school bus cancellations and school closures as well.
Yeah, okay. I said a smile, and then now nobody's smiling. Thanks.
Well, I mean, some people are excited about that. You tell me there's not some teachers and students who are like, yes,
snow day.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Snow days. I mean, kind of love a snow day. What was your favorite thing to do as a kid on a snow day?
Oh my God, just being able to be home and then watch all the TV, right? Like all the game shows, all the soap operas. Of course, I know other kids actually wanted to be outdoors, not me. I was like, oh, I get to watch my favorite shows.
It's nice to know that you were consistent. Your childhood through adulthood, you're very consistent. If you're watching Price is Right on a weekday, it always felt like, ooh, I shouldn't be home watching this right now, but it was so comforting. We have a group chat with Fish to First Stef, you and me. We all were sharing like, oh man, like it's starting to come down. Like here's what's going on in my neck of the woods because we all live in slightly different neighborhoods. So Steph, you shared a picture.
Just out my front door.
Yeah.
Like the lawn, the driveway and across the street. The streets were all, nothing had been touched.
Your cheese Christmas tree on the curb.
My tree was on the curb, yeah.
Fish to First shared a little something as well.
Yeah, he shared a picture outside. You did a little video.
I did a little video. Yeah, it started to snow and then Pooja, well, like, you haven't chimed in yet.
Yeah, and then Pooja was behind. There were so many texts between us. And she's like, I'm just catching up. And I said, oh, you got to share your picture. And she sends a picture. And it's a screenshot of her camera outside. She couldn't even get up to take a picture of the window.
Take a photo.
I mean, first of all, it was near bedtime. I'm not going to like go walk to a window.
Wow.
I'm not going to go walk to a window.
I was in
like
bed.
5 steps?
I was in bed. I'm not going to do that. And like, you know, I've got security cameras. I could just,
So do I, but I walked to the front door.
Well, work smarter next time.
Oh my God.
This is going to be a day where you do want to work smarter because the shoveling is going to be nonstop. And it doesn't help how cold it is. It's one thing to have to shovel. Like, come on, Mother Nature.
Last week, Steph and I were talking about how much we like shoveling. Maybe don't enjoy it as much when it's minus 23.
Yeah.
It's hard to meditate and zen out.
I love whenever I go out to shovel the snow and then the snot starts to fall down my face. But
Really?
then
You
it's
love
like,
that?
no, but it's like, I look around and everybody's doing this. Everybody's got the snot face. We're all doing it. Nobody wants to look at each other. There's no time for small talk. Like, hello, neighbor. Can I help you? Can I not? Let's get this done.
Someone needs to invent something that's kind of like earmuffs for your nose, or like something that just like hold like
Yes.
a diaper for your nose, basically. Oh my God! Did I just come up with $1 million idea?
You got to patent it.
You got to do little plugs.
Nose diaper, yeah, and that way, because it's so annoying when you're out and you gotta like find your napkin and then
Yes.
like
Oh,
blow-
do it like the boxers do. What do they just shove
Oh
paper
yeah,
up there?
like when your nose is
Yeah.
bleeding. Yeah, I guess it's already
But
kind of
also
invented. But it's
nose-
got to be like chic and look cool.
Oh, and nose diaper doesn't sound chic, so we need a new name. But anyway.
It's a depad.
And it's going to be fuzzy,
Yeah.
like an earwormer.
Yes, it's got to be cute.
Look, you know what's not cute? What Mother Nature's doing to us. And I think this is one of those when it rains, it pours kind of
When
days.
it snows, it pours.
Oh, when it snows.
When it snows, it storms.
Okay, we got there.
Okay.
We're looking for your Murphy's Law stories, your when it snows, it storms
Yeah,
stories.
maybe you got one of those stories where you're like, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Maybe it was your wedding day. Maybe it was one of those stories.
We have a whole segment built around it
I
for
know.
Steph.
I was
It's
going
like,
to say, maybe it's every day in my life.
yeah. Maybe it's your cheese Christmas tree. Roya in Curtis, what's your when it snows, it storms story?
Well, I was going in for a hysterectomy. They put me in that ugly little dress,
Oh, no.
and then I'm sitting in the room, and a cockroach crawls by.
No.
In
No, I
the
won't mention the hospital. So my husband took his shoe and smashed the thing.
oh gosh, that's not what you want to see anytime, really, but especially not when you're in like a thin gown
Right? With an open back.
with an open back.
Yes, and about to do something that I'm sure you were not looking forward to.
Wasn't as fun as it sounds.
I mean, it doesn't really sound fun.
Oh, well, it's worse than that, too.
Oh,
gosh.
dear. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, when it snows, it storms. That's for sure. We want to know what that story is for you. Let's go to Maria in Bowmanville.
January 14, actually.
What
it
happened?
would have been my anniversary. I got married on that day. So my brother takes us all to the hairdresser, and on the way home, it's snowing like this. It's like this. And I'm like, oh, my God. So he goes to make a left turn. When he makes the left turn, he hits a Mercedes-Benz that
No.
was parked.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, and we're like, ah! We were on our way to go home to get dressed, so we had to end up getting out of the car, walking. By the time we got home, our hair was poofed.
Oh,
no.
my gosh.
Oh, no.
Did the
Oh, yeah.
and how many
yeah.
how many years ago was this, Maria?
41 years ago, actually.
Okay, I love that. It was probably the most stressful day of your life, but 41 years later, here you are laughing about it.
Yes, absolutely.
Please tell me, Maria, that nothing else went wrong.
No, we're divorced now, so I don't know.
Oh,
You buried the
no! And we're still laughing about it.
It's only gotten better, right?
Oh boy, Maria, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. You guys have a great, safe day, too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
We got two stories you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
Okay, the Toronto Blue Jays fan base is on edge right now because of a since deleted Instagram story.
Oh, not a deleted Instagram story.
It's always drama. Why are you deleting it before 24 hours? It's
Yeah.
obviously some regret. We've all done it. I've done it. I've posted something, been like, someone sends me a text. Sometimes it's you being like, hey, maybe you shouldn't post that. I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe you're right. Let me delete that. This happened with the Jays. Let me try to explain the story and set the stage for you. So, Blue Jay Miles Straw posted something and then quickly deleted it. And the Jays fan base is going nuts and are a little divided. So, it all leads back to Kyle Tucker. I keep talking about him, the biggest free agent of the baseball offseason, right? The Jays are amongst the teams rumored to be in the mix to sign him. He could be the guy that puts us over the top to maybe help us win a World Series. Who knows? No formal decision from him yet, but we know it's coming soon, as I told you an hour ago. Current Blue Jay Miles Straw and Tucker, they are very close friends.
Ooh.
They used to play together on the Houston Astros. They're so close that Tucker was a groomsman at Straw's wedding in 2024. They're very close.
This just got more and more interesting.
I knew if I talked about weddings and love, you'd be into it. So yesterday, Straw posted cryptically on his Instagram story a picture of a signed Tucker jersey, and he added the caption, "Anyone know where to get a jersey framed?" ? So it's like, why are you... And the jersey was made out to Miles Straw, who's a Blue Jay, so it's like, is he framing this because they're about to be teammates? Then he quickly deleted the story. Was it because Jay's management or his agent or Tucker himself texted him and was like, hey, man, can you take that down? Does he know something that isn't out yet? The internet started freaking out, thinking the Jays are about to win the Tucker sweepstakes, because if he's made his decision, it would be reasonable that, like, one of his best friends knows first.
And the timing of all this, too. If he's making the announcement today and then the story went up.
I want to share some quick tweets from the fan base. This one says, Miles Straw has the opportunity to become one of the most influential Blue Jays of the last half decade if Tucker signs. The other part of the internet got angry, saying basically if Tucker doesn't sign here, that Miles Straw has some splaining to do. A couple of quick tweets here on the other side of this. Miles Straw will be known as one of the most beloved Jays of all time or the most hated, no in between. And this final tweet here, Miles Straw, ... your legacy is on the line.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What do you got?
Okay, so the Golden Globes were hosted by Nikki Glaser, and now she is revealing some of the jokes that were cut from her monologue. She also made a decision not to mention Donald Trump in any of her jokes. And here are some of the jokes. I'm going to share two with you that did not make the cut. So do you know who Chase Infinity is?
No.
She's the actress in One Battle After Another.
I just watched that movie. Who was she?
She's the daughter of she plays the daughter of Leonardo
she was
DiCaprio.
great.
Yeah, she was great. So Chase Infinity is nominated for Best Actress.
What a cool name.
Right?
Is that real?
Chase Infinity is nominated for a Best Actress tonight, and Chase Infinity is her real name. And this is true. If you apply now, you can earn 5% cash back on all travel bookings through her through the end of the year. So get on that, which I thought was quite cute. Okay. And one more here about Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt is nominated for his role in F1 tonight. See, that's what I love about Hollywood. When a man turns 60, he gets to play a race car driver. Meanwhile, after 35, every role for a woman is a tired mom who hates her life. And Brad, you were so good. When I was almost convinced that you had driven yourself somewhere in the last 30 years, but Brad did a lot of his own driving in the movie. And Brad, I don't want to embarrass you, but your blinker was on the whole time.
Okay, couple things. Those were funny. Also, I love that you chose to do your best Nikki Glaser and not play the clip. I'm here for it. It took me a second to clue in. It's like, oh, you're reading the joke.
Yeah.
Let me get my popcorn.
Well, it didn't make the monologue. There is no clip.
Okay. Well done.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
the Pooja and Gurdeep Show presents
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're doing laundry wrong. And I know how much you love laundry.
Come on. No, man.
And you don't want to hear this, but apparently we are all doing laundry wrong. And maybe on a snow day like today, when you're working from home, this is the day to do the laundry and maybe take this advice.
I feel like you already told me a couple years ago in the segment that I was doing laundry wrong for some reason, and I disproved it. So let's see. Lay it on me, Mama.
True.
What do you got?
I think I was telling you that you're using too much detergent, and you're like, I'm actually not.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, you could wash it on cold. You're like, I'm already doing that. Like everything I tell you, you're already doing. So it's possible.
Am I doing it wrong because I'm enjoying it? You're like, you're not supposed to enjoy it.
Yeah. You're also just not supposed to know. Okay. This is what a laundry expert says.
What is a laundry expert? If this isn't Mr. Clean, it's not a laundry expert.
Well, he goes by like laundry guy or something on Instagram.
I'm a laundry expert.
I'm just saying he has a lot of tips, including this one.
Your washing machine has an express cycle. It's 30 minutes, or now they're even 15 minutes, which is awesome. And that is long enough to wash your dirtiest clothes. You do not need 2 hours in the washing machine. Quite frankly, it's really hard on your clothes. It's slowing it down. It makes laundry take all day, but it's also just beating your clothes to death. So 15 or 30 minutes is more than enough time. So the shortest cycle.
Really?
Yeah, for everything.
For everything. So it doesn't matter, like the dirtiest of dirty clothes. It could be like, oh no, but this one really needs more. No, he says 15 to 30 minutes max.
Actually, what he said was, you're beating your clothes to death.
I'm sorry, where was that accent from?
I have no idea, man, but that is a wild accent.
Well, does it make you want to take his advice?
I will say.
Are you going to wash your clothes differently?
I'm going to change my ways. I will tell you, I use the quick cycle on my, not for every load, but when, for example, this past weekend, I was just washing pillowcases and there was only 4. It was a very small load.
Right.
So I did the quick 20-minute wash.
Right.
Sometimes I'm washing like the front doormat, which is washable. I put that in and just do the 20-minute wash. If it's a big load, I do let it run on the regular length.
But you don't need to.
For a massive load?
Yes, and that's his whole point. I think that's the part that shocks me is I was like, oh, I've done the same thing where I've run it quickly on certain things, especially if I have a small load. But he says no matter what it is, it doesn't matter how dirty it is, you do not need more than 30 minutes. And if anything, you're ruining your clothes.
Even when you've got 15 underwears and 10 pairs of socks and undershirts and T-shirts and pants.
All of it.
20 minutes doesn't seem like enough for
You're
all that.
beating your clothes to death is what he said. That's not really what he sounded like, but still, don't do it. Just go with the 50. It's going to save you water. It's going to save you time. Sometimes laundry can take you all day. And on a snow day like today, this is the day to put in a couple loads of laundry. You're going to do 15, 30 minutes max. You can get it all done before the weekend. Look at that. You can chill on the weekend.
If this actually works, it's going to blow my mind.
Your washing machine has an express cycle. It's 30 minutes, or now they're even 15 minutes, which is awesome. And that is long enough to wash your dirtiest clothes. You do not need 2 hours in the washing machine. Quite frankly, it's really hard on your clothes. It's slowing it down. It makes laundry take all day, but it's also just beating your clothes to death. So 15 or 30 minutes is more than enough time. So the shortest cycle.
Really?
Yeah, for everything.
It's a snow day.
All day.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to find out.
Woo-hoo. It's a new year. Same old Stef.
So much for the resolutions and not being angry.
I'm not angry.
She's
just
not
bugging
angry.
me.
There's stuff that bugs her legitimately. And the thing is that she's Murphy's Law personified. If something bad is going to happen, for some reason it happens to you. You have
I need
a
to be
lemon of a
saged.
car. Yes.
Somebody sage me.
You are like the lightning rod of bad
Yes.
luck.
Yeah.
For
So
the
if
show.
anybody's going to talk about what's bugging them, I think she's qualified.
Okay, Steph, so what is bugging you today?
Okay, so it was Christmas, and we got a real Christmas tree, and it was gorgeous this year. We actually got an amazing tree this year, and we left it up a little bit longer than I usually do. Like, we had this conversation. I usually take it down the first week of January after the Bifana, but
It stopped drinking water.
It stopped drinking water, and then all of a sudden it took the water.
You actually told me like the first week of January, you told me like I can't wait to take the tree down, and now it's the 14th.
Yeah, and then I didn't feel good, and then we got busy, and I was like, okay, this tree's got to go. And so yesterday, my boyfriend's texting me, and he's like, the dog smells. And I was like, pardon me? And he's like, the dog smells like cheese. And I was
How
like,
dare,
whoa.
not
And I was
Coda.
like, no, he doesn't.
Which actually, like, dogs can smell like cheese if they have
Like
ear,
or
the
fungus.
yeast infections
Right.
in their ear. It does actually smell like
Right.
cheese.
And so I was like, he doesn't smell. I'm like, I just gave him a bath. And I noticed a cheese smell like when I left
Oh, no.
in the morning.
Oh,
But I
dear.
was like, I thought it was the garbages. So I'm like, clean out the garbages. I'm like, there might be something that's like rotting in there. Cleaned out the garbages. He said it still smelled like cheese, thought it was still Coda. I'm like, it's not Coda. Okay, stop blaming the dog. So I go home and I walk in, I put my bags down. Coda comes running over. I'm like, he doesn't smell like cheese.
Coda's
but I
fine.
still smell cheese.
Oh, gross.
Oh, no.
And then I
nice
walk-
cheese or
No, a very bad rotten cheese.
I got to tell you, I don't even know what the end result is, but I'm already bugging out now. I'm bugged
And
by
I
this.
can't stand when my house smells like something other than like my candles.
Right.
Or like, I can't stand it. So I'm trying to find this smell. I can't find it anywhere. I empty out the garbages again. It's not the garbages. I clean the garbages, spray the garbages, everything.
You hose down the kids.
I think the kids weren't there, so I can't even blame them. And then all of a sudden, Coda and I are walking around the living room. I'm playing with him with his toys, and I walk by the tree, and I get a whiff, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, it's the tree.
It's a cheese tree.
Ew.
Oh my God. So the water in the tree, because it wasn't taking water, but then it did take up water and I filled it again, it must have just been sitting there for the last couple of days.
Why cheese?
I don't know. It was disgusting. I could not get the ornaments and the lights off fast enough. Like, there were pine needles all over my house because I was literally ripping everything off the tree to throw it outside. It was I've never had this happen.
A stank cheese tree?
That's Merry Christmas.
Have you ever had flowers in a vase
Yes.
too long?
Yes.
And then you don't notice until you throw the water out and you're like,
oh, right.
It's rancid.
Oh,
okay,
like
now
that?
times that by 100.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like this is all an endorsement for you to just get an artificial tree.
No, I'm just going to clean my tree and throw it out
you know
earlier.
You know what doesn't smell like stank cheese? An artificial tree.
Yeah, but then I got to vacuum it. I got to dust it. I got to
Vacuum?
mop it. I got to spray it.
You
It was a
gotta
whole
vacuum
thing.
it?
Yeah,
she
you
does
do.
that. Yeah.
What?
Because that also bugs her. Dust.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
I feel like you're justified in this one.
Thank you.
This should bug you.
I'm never eating cheese again.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast
the Daily Double.
with Pooja and Gurdeep.
We got 2 stories you need to know. What do you have, Gurdeep?
A really touching tribute you may have seen over the weekend. I wanted to shed some light on this because I just thought it kind of got me in the feels. So, you all see the shots of players walking into the arena in their suits or their street clothes on the broadcast, right? You may have noticed on Saturday nights, this was a few days ago, as the Leafs were playing the Canucks, Leaf forward Bobby McMahon came into the game against the Canucks wearing a yellow safety vest. And a lot of people on social were like, well, that's an interesting outfit. Like, players can wear whatever they want. They don't have to wear suits anymore, but he came in a yellow safety vest. McMahon was actually paying tribute to an employee at his local Loblaws named Kevin Wilson, who passed away suddenly last week because of complications due to meningitis. Wilson would wear this vest to work every day. He was a front-end service clerk. This was McMahon's downtown Loblaws. He'd go there regularly, and he'd see and interact with Wilson, who was a huge Leaf fan. Wilson, again, was 48, a huge Leaf fan, and by all accounts, just a really positive, sweet guy who was nice to everyone, brightened everyone's day. McMahon said, quote, just a really good spirit, really good person, affected a lot of people positively when they walked into that place, and was a lifelong Leaf fan, always wanted to talk hockey, would always record the games and watch them later. So McMahon took it upon himself to wear his vest, complete with Kevin's name tag. And I bet this must have meant the world to Kevin's family.
Yeah.
For a team that is often accused of being on a pedestal and not really being connected to its fans on a real or grassroots level, I thought this was just an incredible gesture by McMahon.
And you know what? These stories are important because you don't always hear these stories. And these stories, there's lots of them, and they do give back. And you hear about, them going to visit at sick kids. And there's all these things that they do that don't make the headlines and, their way of giving back. But this is just really acknowledging the fans.
And he didn't have to do it. No one made him do it. He did this out of the goodness of his own heart. So I thought it was a great move.
That's a great story. Okay, so you hear a lot about work-life balance, but most of us, we can't actually achieve it. But what if I told you that a Swedish company is looking to change that by offering money and time for employees to have friendship hour?
What?
It's part of their workday.
It doesn't replace lunch hour, does it?
No, it does not. So Friendship Hour was created in response to the government calling for businesses to help combat loneliness because this is becoming an epidemic. There's a growing body of research that shows strong social connections are linked to well-being and, get this, productivity at work. Go figure. So this is how it works. The program allows employees 15 minutes a week. So I know it's not a lot. It's an hour per month.
Oh, I thought it was an hour a day.
No, a week.
Okay.
Per month is the hour. And then during their work hours, they can contribute to these social connections. So it could just mean a 15-minute, break with your friend or your colleague, and you go out for a coffee and, you connect in that way. They also get cash to do it, though. So this is interesting.
Okay.
They receive $100 USD to spend on social activities. So they get $100 per month. So, sometimes people say, look, I'd love to be social, but I don't have the money to go out. Well, if your company's giving you an extra $100 to say, hey, go, like the coffee's on us. You can pay for that coffee with your friend. The World Health Organization says about 1 in 6 people, so about 20% worldwide, are experiencing loneliness. And, feedback from the program so far has been good, that now it actually forces them to think, oh, what am I going to do with my 15 minutes today? I should go and be social. I should connect with people.
And I feel like people at work are already taking coffee breaks and stuff together, but the fact that this workplace is actually paying for it kind of formalizes the process. So the only question left is, hey, Pooja, you want to go on a friendship hour?
I was going to say, don't we have friendship hours every day?
You're counting when we're actually working?
I mean...
This all comes back to the quarterly. She still does not want to hang out with me outside of work.
It's not work. That's my point. I'm just hanging out with you.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
It's a day that might get you a little hungry this early in the morning. It is curried chicken day.
Ooh. Ooh,
which,
yum.
yeah, it kind of jumped off the page. I mean, you can do curried tofu, curried other things, right? It's the flavor that's the key.
I grew up eating meat, so I do
Yeah.
remember. I have fond memories of curry chicken growing up. But it's interesting because whenever you tell somebody that you're Indian and they're like, "Oh, I love Indian food," the first thing they think of is either curry chicken or butter chicken.
Yeah, those are sort of the two pieces of low-hanging fruit, the low-hanging chicken
Yes.
within the Indian culture. And curry chicken goes to many cultures too, right?
True.
There's great curried chicken in Jamaican culture and other cultures too. So it's one of those staples within ethnicities that people think of like, oh yeah, curry chicken. But it got me thinking about like, I don't know, like I like curry chicken. It's probably not in my top 5 or top 10 Indian dishes when I'm thinking of like the Indian food that I love to eat, or when I don't really go to Indian restaurants because I've been spoiled by terrific home cooking. I know you have too. But those aren't the dishes that I crave or that I ask for, that I look for on a menu when I do go out.
That's exactly how I feel about it. The stuff that I crave is like the comfort food that my mom made growing up. And often it was like really simple food. It's not the kind of food that you would get on a menu if you went to an Indian restaurant. Like, what is that for you?
So yeah, let's help people out, because I feel like when you talk to people at Indian restaurants, they list off the 2 or 3 things and it's like, yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
But okay, so for me, the dishes that I love that I make sure I always get from my mom's place, aloo gobi, which aloo is potato, gobi is cauliflower. It's like a yellow dish with turmeric and cumin, and it's just so delicious and healthy. It's funny, like I eat meat, but all my favorite Indian dishes are vegetarian.
This is why it was so easy for me to become a vegetarian.
Absolutely. Saag, which is a spinach and rapini based dish. Yes. It's green. It's so I feel like Popeye
tasty.
after I eat it.
Yes.
Oh, so good. And finally, mutter paneer. Mutter is like the gravy, the base, and the paneer is like these cubes of cheese. And there's peas in there as well. What else is in mutter paneer?
That's it.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's just so tasty.
So tasty.
I'm salivating just thinking
I know
about
me.
those.
This is exactly what's happening to me. It's like it is comfort food, and for me, when you go to a restaurant, I'd love to be able to order rajma chawal, which is just red beans and rice. Which again, so many cultures have their version of beans and rice, but ours is never available at a restaurant, which is so good. And there's also something called aloo puri.
Oh my gosh.
Aloo puri.
Bit of a cheat food, but so good.
Oh my gosh, so good. Because people want naan, but they don't realize puri is another level, and just dipping that into this like potato gravy. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Puri's a deep fried little piece of bread that kind of puffs into a balloon when it's fried, and it's thick and a little greasy, and it's so good.
But it screams comfort food. Steph, what about for you? In the Italian culture, is there a hidden gem of food that you wouldn't necessarily see on a menu
Your
item?
deep cut.
I think we love our potatoes because it's almost like peasant food, like you would call it, right? Like when people didn't have money back in the day, potatoes were always available. So one of the things my mom used to make it's called patate and pipi, which is potatoes and peppers.
Patate and pipi would be like what you name your kids.
Yeah.
Hey, patate, pipi, stop hitting each other.
And I can see why it's not on a menu.
Yeah.
Who's ordering the patate and
I'm
pipi?
sure they could come up. They could be like rustic potato and peppers. They'll make it fancy.
Okay.
But you mash your potatoes and then you fry them with sweet green peppers. But my mom also used to make green tomatoes because nothing went to waste. So at the end of the season, you have all these green tomatoes and they brine them with like in a salt mixture, and then they rinse them in like a vinegar, and you throw those in there too.
That sounds delicious.
It's so delicious. You're never going to find that on a menu.
Wow. So none of us chose meat dishes.
That's interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
I wonder, like, whatever culture you come from, and this is the beauty of living in Toronto, is, all the multiculturalism and the fact that we can literally eat food from any country in the world and it's going to be good here.
Yeah.
I'm curious, do you have a deep cut? If you're listening, you're like, in my culture, there's also a bunch of food items that you'll never find at a restaurant, but you got to try them.
Educate us. We want your culture's deep cut food menu item. And this is the best city to ask this in. It's Toronto. Help us out, people. What is your deep cut menu item from your culture? We want to hear all about it.
Yes. Let's go to Anita and Coburg. What's up for you?
So I'm Guyanese, and we normally have a comfort food. Again, when there's not enough in the pantry, my mom would make curried eggs and potatoes with saltfish.
Ooh,
Yum.
curried eggs and potatoes with
Saltfish. So
saltfish.
you would catch fish and dry it, and then you would add it to the curry.
That sounds delicious.
That actually sounds so good. And
So
do you have
yum,
this
yum.
often?
As often as I can remember, so much so that if I do go to a favorite Guyanese home, I would ask, "Oh, can you make this for me, please?"
Oh, nice.
And I'm somewhat of a vegetarian. I call myself a pescatarian, but It hits the spot every time.
There's good protein in that dish. If I were to go to a Guyanese restaurant, does this dish have a name that I would call it by, or would I just say?
Oh, you wouldn't find it there. You wouldn't find it.
Oh, you wouldn't find, even at like an authentic spot, you would not find that anywhere?
Unless you personally requested it and said, hey, can you make me this with some roti? And our rotis are different than Indian rotis.
Uh-huh.
And you can also serve it with rice.
Okay.
But our rotis are we call them clap hand rotis, or you can have a dal puri.
Amazing. Well, you've got our mouth watering in here. Anita from Coburg, thanks so much for the call.
Take care. Well, you guys have a wonderful day.
You too.
Cheers.
Also
Great.
getting texts.
Yeah, great text coming in here from Kamisha from Mississauga saying Jamaican susamba stew.
Ooh.
It's very bitter green beans with saltfish cooked down with seasonings and tomato.
See, you might not be able to go to a restaurant and get this, but you know what? You can go ahead and, if you have Jamaican friends, be like, oh, do you know how to make susamba stew? And then you'll sound like you know what you're talking about.
That's just fun to say. It's one of those names that sounds like it's going to be delicious.
Yes.
Susamba stew?
Yes, give me a stew. I'm all for that. Let's take another call here. Conroy from Hamilton. So what's that deep cut dish that you likely won't find on the menu for you?
So I am Jamaican, which is my background. And one of the things you'll never find in a regular Jamaican restaurant is what is called turned cornmeal.
Okay.
It is for, poorer people. Sometimes you used to refer to it as dog food, but it's so tasty.
Okay, and obviously made from cornmeal?
Yes.
So what goes into it?
Cornmeal with coconut milk and other spices, and sometimes you put a little pieces of codfish or any other meat staple that you have around.
Yummy. That sounds great. I think it's one of those things where, like, if I told my parents, oh, why isn't this ever on a menu at an Indian restaurant? They'd be like, because everybody just makes it at home. You wouldn't go to a restaurant to eat that. Is that what it is?
It's more because it's, cornmeal is cheaper.
Yeah.
And so, people say, okay, yeah, if you have turned cornmeal, you're poor. I want to shout out Gurdeep. I'm a Mac alumni as well. So we share that in common with Gurdeep.
Yes, sir. Conroy, what years were you at Mac?
Oh, I went there for grad school, so I was there early 2000.
I was there at the exact same time, 02 to 06. We probably crossed each other at the Quarters Pub.
Possibly.
My guy.
You guys are awesome. Take care.
Thanks, Conroy. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now my mouth is watering, and I'm on a new diet, so I can't even enjoy any of this.
Well, the good news is our coffee's just arrived, so there's that. Not really a deep cut, but delicious.
Good morning.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.